Hey everybody, 404 Yeti here. So today we're going to go back to another Cheesy Does It web application walkthrough. This time, we're going to see something new about the Cheesy Does It app. So actually, just for reference, I actually started ordering my pizza now because now actually there's some implementation that has come up that you actually walk through each step of the food preparation process. So I decided to do it ahead of time because it actually takes a while to do. And I don't want to keep this video too long with me just rambling. So just as reference, guys, as we're waiting for the pizza to be prepared, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of order a pizza and we're going to go through the checkout process. So this is kind of important because, we need to kind of understand how the app works, how it functions, stuff like this. So whenever you're going through a web application, try to take your time, look at it step by step. I know when we look at, Bug4X, for example, we have like First Blood, which is like the first person to get the answer, which is great. It's kind of a good way to practice like your speed and accuracy. But I think when you're going through web applications, it's really good just to kind of sit down and see what are the steps that it takes. What's going to happen, what are you going to go through, stuff like this. So I would say this is pretty important. And for me, I try to do that every time I see like this app because when it's real world, I like pizza and you get to do different things. And for me, I like to even check out the build your own pizza one because you never know. Maybe you might be able to do something cool with that. I haven't gone through the whole video, or not the whole video, but the whole web app yet. So maybe there's some points that they actually allow some changes there. But that's not the goal of the exercise. But yeah, kind of go through everything. You go to the cart, go to the menu, try to click around in your profile. I think this is something that's really important because you can even see here role. Maybe later in the future you might see something you can change about your role, and that could be something that could be valuable. Okay, so let's go and take a look at this order. It takes a while for this order to go through. As you can see, we're at the quality check. So it's taking a minute, which I can appreciate because actually I've never seen like how the web app can do this before. So for me, I would actually like to go in and build my own web app and see how I can build like this functionality. I'm sure there's some sort of timer that it's doing, like sleep and time, but this is really great. So here, really what we're looking for is like some broken logic. So to really kind of make sure that we have the full logical breakdown, we need to have the full process happen, right? So you have to wait for it to go out for delivery and be delivered, and then we have the full process. So I think a lot of times when we're testing in web apps, we don't really do that. So in this exercise, it's more about broken logic. Did it miss something? Am I able to change something? Whatever. So here, that's kind of what we're going to go through. And I think that's really good just to kind of slow down a bit. Maybe that was the creator's idea, was for us to take the time to look at the web app. Right? Because you sit in here and like, I've been talking for a few minutes and nothing's happened. So that's maybe a good sign. All right, so let's take a look. It's out for delivery, so hopefully here in a second it will be updated to delivered. That'll be nice. So let's kind of go through that process. Let's see, hopefully it will be delivered. I'm waiting for my pizza. I'm super hungry, right? But let's see, we'll wait. Still, wow. So guys, this is something that I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it's taking out this long. But again, I think it's good because it kind of teaches us to like slow down a bit. It kind of prepares us for how we want to do things. Now we could have sat through this whole process and I'm sure we can see the REST API update and it'd be kind of a very smooth experience, but I'm kind of impatient person, so I like just keep refreshing till it works, right? So let's see, hopefully we have something. Okay, so now we're done. So now, if you've gone through Cheesy Does It, you know that there's never been a report a problem function before. And I think this has been overlooked a lot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of go in here and we're gonna report a problem. But I'm actually going to go ahead and queue this and try to intercept the traffic that's coming here, just to see what happened. So I'm gonna pretend that my pizza was cold and I would like to request a refund. So as you can see, that something has been captured. So let's go take a look at that and see what we got. So here we obviously have our regular order. Let's just let that go through. Here's our refund and API endpoint. So we see that order 2 was refunded or needs a refund. So it says order was cold and it was true. So now we can see the refund amount was $12.99. So logically what we should try to do is we should try to change this. Now, I'm the type of person who likes money, so I'm just gonna ask for a $100 refund, okay? Kind of extreme, but I do. So I'm gonna quit the queue here. I'm going to open my web app back up, and looks like the refund process was successful. So I got a refund amount of $100, and we saw that it was a successful situation. And here's my bug. So guys, this is kind of a broken logic, but I think this is really important because you need to go through the web app and truly see every functionality. Don't just kind of glaze over it, try to manipulate a lot of stuff. Go through the entire process before trying to hack it and trying to see what you can come up with. Okay, so guys, that's it for this video, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the next one. Thank you.